Hello, good people of the world. Thank you for tuning in. I have some interesting information to share. Maybe you've heard this before, maybe not. New York, it is the 11th state, and it has the number 39 coded into it in four different ways that I'm aware of. And I'd like to share them with you because I think you'll find them interesting. Before we get into that, though, we need to talk about something called gematria, which was invented by Pythagoras, who invented the musical scale, who invented the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, other mathematic principles. A very influential person on our modern society, and he doesn't quite get all the credit he deserves, such as this gematria, which almost nobody knows about. So, in gematria, the system he invented more than 2,000 years ago, he said the God number was 26. The English alphabet, A through Z, is 26 letters. The word God is spelled G-O-D. That's 7 plus 15 plus 4. The word God sums to 26 using the sequence of the alphabetic order. There's another way to some words, and we can use God for an example. In this way, G is still 7. O before was 15, but now it is 6 because 1 plus 5 is 6, and D is 4, so it remains 4. When you sum God this way, it sums to 17. The word Zeus also sums to 17 when you use the reduce method. Z is the 26th letter, so it becomes 8. E is the 5th letter. U is the 21st, so it becomes 3. S is the 19th, so it becomes 10, which becomes 1. You reduce all letters till they become a single digit. S is the only letter in the alphabet you have to do with 2 steps, so it's unique in that regard. Also in this system, Pythagoras thought a name should equate to 33. The word name in English is spelled N-A-M-E. 14 plus 1 plus 13 plus 5 sums to 33. When you reduce the letters, like we did with God to make it sum to 17, when you reduce the letters and you take the phrase code name, it sums to 33 as well. Interesting. So, there's a third way to sum. And let's look at the word York very quickly. The third way to sum is if a word has a K or V in it. Then there's something called the KV exception for this reduced method because K and V are the 11th and 22nd letters, and in numerology, 11 and 22 are master numbers, and they do not need to be reduced. Kind of think of like a card game. It's sort of like a rule for 11 and 22, or K and V. So the word York is spelled Y-O-R-K. So if you reduce Y, the 25th letter, to 7, O, the 15th letter, to 6, R, the 18th letter, to 9, and leave K as 11, if you add 7, plus 6, that's 13, plus 9, that's 22, plus 11, that's 33. And look at that sequence of 9, 11 coded into York. It should be noted that September 11th is New Year's Day on the Coptic calendar. That's the old world calendar that the Egyptians went by. The word Coptic in this gematria equals 66. If you write out the word 33, Thirty, Three, and then change it into numbers like we did with God and codename, the reduce method, it will sum to 66. There's this relationship between 33 and 66. You find it in the Bible, you find it in science, you find it in geography, you find it in our nation's history, you find it in the history of other nations, you find it in the history of Rome. Anyhow, I want to bring this back to 39. It's not all about 33. 39 is a significant number as well. Check this out. The abbreviation NY is 14N plus 25Y. That sums to 39. New York, if you reduce every single letter to a single digit, so N, 14 becomes 5. E is 5. W is 23, reduces to 5. Y is 25, reduces to 7. O is 15, reduces to 6. R is 18, reduces to 9. K is 11, reduces to 2. Remember, we have the option with K. If you add that all up, New York sums to 39. So the abbreviation NY is 39. The full name, New York, is also 39. New York is the Empire State. The word empire is E is 5. M becomes 4. P becomes 7. I becomes 9. R becomes 9. E becomes 5. Add that up, 39. These aren't an accident. The word freedom equals 39. It's a significant number. There were 39 signers on the Declaration of Independence. James Madison, when he made the proposal for what became the Bill of Rights, he proposed 39 amendments initially on the date of June 8th, 1789. So June becomes 6. We're going to add this date up. 6 plus 8 for June 8th is 14. Plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 sums to 39. So imagine that. 39 proposals on a date with a numerology of 39 in a nation with 39 signers on the Declaration of Independence. Pretty fascinating, isn't it? 33 and 39 themselves in this study of gematria are also often found paired together. Within the city of New York, hip-hop music was born. The word hip is spelled 8 plus 9 plus 16, sums to 33. The word hop is spelled 8 plus 15 plus 16, H-O-P, 8, 15, 16, sums to 39. So hip is 33, hop is 39. If you start looking at hip-hop artist names in gematria, you find a lot of 33 and 39. The name Kanye West sums to 33. Dog with a D-O-double-G like Snoop Dogg spells it sums to 33. Lil, think of that word Lil, L-I-L they like to use. 12 plus 9 plus 12, sums to 33. They like to say ill sums to 33. That's 9 plus 12 plus 12. It's the same as Lil, right? Just rearranged. The word rhyme equals 33. And think real quick, what's the one word that you cannot rhyme? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. You can pause it if you want to think longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The word is orange. And the word orange sums to 33, if you can believe it. It's the only color I know that sums to 33. And when I think of orange, I think of October, which happens to be the only month that sums to 33. All right, so we'll close with one fact, kind of bringing this all together to show how this ties into other things. On the topic of New York and hip-hop music, you might think of the Wu-Tang Clan. They released their first album November 9th, 1993. If you sum that entire date, it sums to 33. The name Wu-Tang Clan in this gematria sums to the number 116. Words such as trilateral sum to 116. The phrase nuclear war equals 116. There's more, but what 116 is, if you flip it upside down, it's a 9/11. And that's what these people are all about. They're coding their numbers everywhere. I'm not saying the Wu-Tang Clan did this. I'm saying what happens with the Wu-Tang Clan and a lot of the other artists you know. And it's not just hip-hop music. I don't mean to just pick on hip-hop. This is all genres. John Lennon was raised in a town called Blackpool, New Zealand, away from his family. The town of Blackpool sums to 33. You start looking into the biographies of musicians all through history, you find a lot of this. The name John Lennon equals 47, John, and Lennon equals 74. 47, 74. Those are important numbers for another post. They remind you of this nation's birthday. And my point is it's all through music. And by all through music, I mean all through music. The word rock star equals 33. We'll do that. And we'll close because we got a little tangential. R is 9. O is 6. C is 3. K is 2. S is 1. T is 2. A is 1. R is 9. 33.